Good evening, friends. Uh, I am C. Nitin Pathak. I am taking this talk. Uh, I am running the chapter, ISACA chapter Ahmedabad. I am the ex-president of ISACA. Manish Naik is a present uh, member, president. We have a team. We have lined up around 15 programs uh, in the period to come. Those who are ISACA members wants to have a CP hours, mail me or WhatsApp me. My WhatsApp number is 9825804094 or email me. You just jot down your name, membership number, mobile number, email number, and We are recording the presence. On the basis of that, you will be given a CP hours. Okay, and so we have a chat history which we will take care. Okay. So with this, અને એક સેકન્ડ અને હાઈડ કરવું હોય તો શું કરવું પડે? હાઈડ ધીસ નેમ નોઇઝ. ઓકે. ઓકે. 1 મિનિટ. નો નો અહીંયા બી નથી જવા દે મારે. અને હાઈડ કરવું તો કેવું પડે? રાજેશ જે છે. નો 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 આ નથી જોઈતું મારે. આ જે છે ને મારે જોઈતું જ નથી આને. ઓર એક સેકન્ડ. કેપ્શન લાઈવ રિએક્શન. એક મિનિટ હાઈડ ધ વિડીયો પેલા લાગી ગઈ. હવે થઈ જશે. કે ફ્રેન્ડ્સ, so I was at ISACA chapter. We are continuously running these programs. So you're welcome. We need a faculty. Today, Samir Chaudhary, I met him in the election, ICI election, Ahmedabad. He was at that time youngest of all candidates. Not only won the election, the way he fought the election. The election is the mirror how you present before others. The way he won, today I'm 60 plus, and the way he kept his tie and everything, I am proud of him. And the way he is knowledgeable, he given me 5, 6 subject. Any subject you come and tell me, I'll deliver the talk. And the way he leads today, the ICI, we have got 9 members of ICI. We have got more 10,000 plus members, 25,000 plus students. Organizing and managing these things. Right now, we have a conference at Gandhinagar, the way he handled, and I see not only that. Today I was talking to some of my staff, and I tell them those who are BCom of India is equivalent to CPA of all any other country, and even more than that. Okay, with this, and those who are like Samir bhai, they are far ahead than this thing. And today, the way he's going to take the subject of cyber security, cyber fraud and security, he will take you to a different level. Before giving him a charge of this topic, how India is growing. Can you see the mentality of Indian people? They have given, there was an election in 5 states. People come and tell me people give a vote to Narendra Modi. No, People see the work in Rajasthan, people see the work in Madhya Pradesh, people see the work in Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand they won, na? Uttarakhand they won, and they lost in Telangana and Manipur. Mm. Do you know that why they lost in these two states? Because they were not able to, because it is not a charisma of Narendra Modi. Modi साहब is there, but मोदी साहब अपनी टीम को काम करवाते हैं. So when you come to a job, अगर आपको कोई आगे बढ़ना है तो you need to listen to some different subject. जैसे समीर भाई है, समीर भाई ने कौन से सब्जेक्ट में लेक्चर लेने के अपने आप को तैयार किया. He come and presented. He must have his own office. He must have his own lot of work, commitment. He's part of that. He said, okay, I'll come and take this. This is the kind of approach I love from this young generation. With this, I hand over the mic to Samir Bhai. But before that, at the end of the talk, we would open the house. And right now, because of security reason, we have not allowed you to communicate through that. But at the last 5 minutes, we would allow those who want CPA words. We are those who are participant. We are recording. This recording at the end of the day would be available in blog also, on YouTube also, and even PPT also. And any query regarding Samir Bhai, whose number and mobile WhatsApp number would be shared with you. Any query you can directly contact him. And Samir Bhai, thank you very much in this busy season of December, where there are a lot of things to work, and you all had time. And on behalf of Visakha chapter, say thank you to you and God bless you. Let us have a very nice, interesting talk. I had heard him once previously also. I was mesmerized by his talk at that point of time. Let me have a chance to have another go at you. With this, I hand over the mic to Samir Bhai.
Friends, am I audible? Hope so. Friends, it is said, a great person always sees the greatness everywhere, and he always tweets his smell. The beauty of his work, his nature, his smell. We can see all these things in our Nitin sir. I extend my thanks to Isaka Ahmedabad chapter, past president Nitin Pathak sir, current president Monik Nayak sir, and everyone present over here. Friends, the topic for today is cyber frauds and its security. But you will see that over here even something has been mentioned which is called an ethics. Because when we are talking about cyber security or fraud, so there's a very bit thin line between cyber hacker and cracker. There are people who are called as a ethical hacker. Can you see the image over here? People can even reply me on chat so that I can see and even can revert them on that part. Friends, if you are talking about the same cyber fraud, this both image show you many more things if you can analyze. If you will see some person is there, can anyone can recognize who this person can be? His hand is coming from behind some screens and there is some image which has been written as a cyber fraud and a key is there which is kept over there. Can anyone recognize what this person can be, who this person can be? He can be anyone. Second image you will see friends, which is the right side, where you will see that there is an image of a cyber security. And when you're talking about cyber security, it's a very detailed term. It's not a small term because when talking about cyber security and cyber is the, I would say it is an inclusive word, not an exclusive word, where you can see there is some on and off button. There is a map which can be Google Map or anything it can be. There is a Sensex, there is a computer or any server can be there. Some home devices there, some credit or debit card is there. At the rate means a Gmail ID or some mail ID can be there. You will see a download button, firewall or safety button. You will see in the firewalls. You will see here a cloud is there. Some internet signal is there, Wi-Fi is there, lens is there, all these things are there. And 6 digits which is a encrypted one with success char, so there can be some character behind that and it may comprise of a password. If you all can listen me. So we will have a small magic with you all so that you can know the value of a cyber security. When we're talking about the same, friends, the first of all the point comes in our mind about the cyber assets. When we're talking about cyber security, what is meant by cyber assets? So if you're talking about the same, friends, cyber security in that cyber assets. Why I'm talking about assets? Because if we are talking about that there is some manipulation in anything, it has some value which is called as cyber assets, which includes control systems, data acquisition systems, networking equipment, hardware platforms for virtual storage. It will even include, friends, even a cryptocurrency, a blockchain technology, and others. And also a secondary or supporting system such as virus scanners, HVAC systems, and UPS. What is UPS used for? It is if power gets cut off, it has some backup power which helps you in giving a services. Friends, if you all are there with me, can we play one game? You can see that there is a screen where it is written Mentimeter. So if you are there and you have a mobile or any system with you, you can type Mentimeter in your screen, friends. Mentimeter you have to write. Here it's a written Mentimeter. You just type in your mobile, just on your mobile, friends. Suppose I have opened my mobile, start with Google, and in Google simply mention that mentimeter.com and you will find that they are asking for some code. If I'm typing that, then I have to just write Mentimeter. You will find that, just open that. You have to simply write menti.com, friends. Once you write that, they will ask you for some code. You have to just mention code 78700595 and join that. Once you type that, you will find a question that what is called a cyber fraud. You have to simple put some word in that. It can be anything. If you think cyber fraud means what? Someone say me, let's say hacking. Someone says anything can be. So you can type in your screen and just put a submit button. Once you will fill it up, friends. Can you see the second screen? 3 people have responded till now, and you can see the typing which you are doing over there. It can be seen over here in the result. Anyone who can type, 2 people have responded till now. Here your mobile or device you have put in the figure you have input, here is the output over here. So whether is it a hack or something else, let's check on that part, friends. When telling about that, let me again come into the screen. It's nothing like a hacking. It's simply called a software where you put a code and I can check the details without even clicking any link. Can you understand the thing? How severe the fraud can be? Najar hati, durghatna ghati. And that shows the most important thing over here, friends. Moving further on that part, if we have seen that is it can be fraud. Friends, there's a different various way of that. Let's understand what is cyber fraud. It is a blanket term to describe crimes. Please note, crimes committed by cyber attacker via the internet. But if the person is helping the government, if he is not having a malafide intention, it is called as a ethical hacking. But if the attacker is there, who with the help of internet, they can be sometimes without internet even. There is a chance of a fraud and he tries for that. It is called a cyber attack. These crimes are committed with the intent, please note, to illegally acquire or having a malafide intention and leverage an individual's or business sensitive information for monetary gain. जहाँ पे पैसे की बात होती है वहाँ पे fraud की बात होती है. You can see, friends, that there are many cases of a fraud. You can see the period of Jan to August 2022, and if I'm talking on that part, you will see after March 2020, means after the lockdown period of COVID. सबको याद है, where we being a human being was inside the cage and the animals were moving outside the cage. That was the sin. And you will see that there is a rise in the cases of a cyber frauds. In April, it rises from 1895 to 3367. In May, it rises to 4184, then 3205. Why? The cases have increased like anything. You will see that there is a frauds, online financial frauds are 59%, related to social media frauds are 24%, and other cyber crimes are 17%. We will discuss on all these things in a detailed manner. And during the pandemic, it's a website which is giving all these reply friends. I'm not putting anything. You see, there's a fake commercial websites, KYC, UPI frauds are there, job frauds are there, fake government websites, overlays based for code frauds, and social media or SOS fraud. So there are different types of frauds. And I always say, friends, when we are talking about cyber frauds, even I'm going to tell you about cyber security, obviously, but when we're talking about the same, do you remember the trend in Bollywood where there was a scene of Me Too? Every stars were writing Me Too. If anytime you feel that such kind of fraud or such kind of mischief have been experienced by you anytime in your life, you can write in a chat box Me Too. Even few of the frauds was conducted on me. मे बी पॉसिबल दे उन्होंने फ्रॉड किया है जो उसकी सीवियरिटी मेरे ऊपर था उसका असर कम हुआ हो बट आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस एंड आई एम श्योर all the 23 participants including me have faced somewhere in their life anytime it can be a me too experience of the cyber fraud. There is nothing wrong because हम ये नहीं बोल सकते कि if we are taking this cigarettes or alcohol then only na cancer can happen. Cancer can happen anytime, but prevention is better than cure. I'm here, your friend, I would say, just here to share a few knowledge I have and to get something more than from you all. So I expect friends it will be quite discussing one, so we will all will enjoy on that part. Talking on that part, friends, what are the impact on COVID on cybercrime? They were new way to cheat citizens. They were fake shopping sites. Can you remember this thing, friends? If you want to purchase some Puma shoes, and from store you have are getting the MRP of that shoes as 5,000 rupees, and there were no discount on that. You see the website of Amazon, you find the same at 4,000 rupees. Means 20% discount. Great. Even I now I start to scroll more. I find in a Paytm or Flipkart at 30% discount. मन में लड्डू फूटा. Yes. And somewhere after this, you scroll more, you search more, the same shoes with the same pictures, all the details you find in some new websites you don't know about the same, and it is available only at 20%. That is only 1,000 rupees. अब मन में बड़ा लड्डू फूटा. Wow, अब पुनिश भगवान है ऐसी फीलिंग आती है ना. You feel that I am the only God, and you start to purchase that thing. And once we go to purchase that, we put our details, we put our all the credentials, and then nothing happens. My money is gone. So there are many fake shopping sites are there which make us fool. And why it happens? Because of the most important thing in cybersecurity, I always say, and that even our parents, our seniors always teach us in our childhood. That is, lalach buri bala hai. Greediness is always harmful. And when we put into that greediness, there should be a scene. When I'm even talking many times of forensic, and because even we are forensic registered from in India, there is a serial, a fantastic serial on Sony TV, which runs for more than 15 years. That is called a CID, and there was ACB Pradyuman, who always say a dialogue. Can you remember that? Daya, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. It shows the red flag. And when you see that there is a ACB Pradyuman is roaring in your mind saying Daya kuch to gadbad hai, means there will be some issue in your life. And then you have to just stop. If you're not stopping and you are fall into the trap of greediness, cyber fraud may start. Second most important thing, the person will keep on hurrying. He will keep a pressure on you or start doing a pressure on you to say, do it fast, is this discount will over, or this incident will get over. Once you get that thing, सूरज सुबह निकलने भी वाला है, शाम को ढलने भी वाला है. Life will be same for everything. Don't worry, just tell maybe this offer may get over, I'll get a new offer, or else I don't want this offer. Once we put into that hurry trap, there's a 90% more chances to get a fraud. Frauds in the name of humanitarian work or SOS messages, Job frauds targeting recently laid off people like Maruti, ICEL Minivan, fake online food delivery advertisement on Facebook. You'll find a new users of digital payment apps targeted with old methods like KYC verification, SIM swap. They are a fantastic case of SIM swap. I'm going to discuss a case study with you all. Phishing link. This is not a phishing like a very quick ad where a person comes and put a stick in a pond and just rotate his stick and fishes come in that and he just put on music and go. It's not that ad. Phishing is a cloning of an ID with a similar domain name to cheat a people, to deceive a people, nothing else. In the name of COVID news and alerts pushed through WhatsApp and other social media platforms, fake government websites offering financial assistance and subsidies, and the most important one, fake PM Cares UPI IDs, where people used to pay money to a PM Care fund, and there are fraud IDs where people make a public donation, but not to that actual donation of that fund, but to some other people. What are the states with highest FIR, I would say? You'll say that from Jan 1, 2020 to May 15, 2023, even you will find that every 7.5 minutes, a cybercrime reported from Gujarat even. It's a news of a Times of India, Ahmedabad news. And even I'm talking about the same, Gujarat has a 1233 cases. But talking about Telangana, it is the highest having a 23,267. So just think, कहीं कोई आपके पीछे तो ध्यान नहीं दे रहा, someone is not looking at you, or you are not the panic people, or you are not going to get fraud by someone. So always note one thing, that if you have watched the or heard the story of a Ramayana where घर का भेदी Lanka ढाए, there can be some Vibhishan in the Lanka and he may cheat you, or there can be someone who is hidden in your system, in your mobile, and you don't know about the same. So beware of that thing, friends. Cyber fraud via Paytm. It's a very fantastic case, friends. You will find everyone says, and a music comes, Paytm karo. Our customer gets a message for KYC verification and a warning that the Paytm account will be blocked if the verification is not done. And when such a things come into our mobile, a message pop up in our mobile, we comes into hurry. We becomes panic. Oh, why it happens? And then there was a link of an online KYC verification system. After that, after that, asked there was an ask to download an app like TeamViewer or Quick Support, where a customer log onto the app to get password details for the Paytm account, then to make a small payment from the debit or credit. Once you put that thing, there's a keylogger behind because it is not an actual website. That keylogger takes your credentials and even the details of your debit and credit cards, and then the real game starts. Manishji, if you have anything, you can please type on a chat box. I'm going to reply, sir. Don't worry. Have you heard about the Cosmos Bank cyber attack in the year 2017-18? Where it's a cooperative bank, one of the biggest cooperative bank, I would say, where there is a case file where money withdrawn from ATM card in 28 countries, including Canada, Hong Kong, and India. These such a cooperative banks even don't have their branches across India in all the 32 states. But the money has been withdrawn across 28 countries, which includes Canada, Hong Kong, India. Can we imagine the distance? How the this perpetrator have perpetrated that fraud sitting over there? So, have you heard about this sleeper cell or sleeping cell in many movies of Akshay Kumar and all this stuff? Such a people plays a mastermind over here. What happens? Rupees 14 crores was transferred to a Hong Kong bank by compromising a SWIFT system. What is a SWIFT? When we are doing a local transaction in India within the country, there is a use of RTGS, NEFT, or IMPS. But when we are doing a transactions across the globe, means outside India, so there is a 21 or 24 character string of a message that is called a Swift, where from that the money goes and comes in. So there was a compromising of that system, and remaining rupees 80 crores was withdrawn using ATM, in which malware attack was on switch through which payment gateways of Visa and Rupee debit cards operate. And mastermind was not even founded. Those arrested may be money mules, means they are doing work just for money. We have seen this thing in a GST fake bill invoices, friends. where the person in whose name the firm is, he always says that now I have received 2000 or 10,000 rupees from a person and I don't know this much transaction has been conducted in my bank account. Such things always happens, friends. In past, both Maharashtra police and cyber expert had expressed apprehension of involvement of hacker group like Lazarus linked to North Korea. Have you heard about Kim Jong, a North Korean leader? There may be chances of that, friends. Moving further on this thing, friends. Chartered accountant losses rupees 64 lakhs in online fraud after glitch in mobile. Our friend at CA have lost 64 lakh rupees, and I'm not talking anything. Without this, you will find the link of that. This is source of a studycafe.in in CA losses rupees 64 lakh loss. The detail is already mentioned over there, friends. It's a fantastic case of Jaipur Police Cyber Police Station where he and his business colleague lost network connectivity and went to the telecom company's office and issued two new SIM cards but were unable to use them, right, due to delay in the activation period. He tried to use online banking to access the firm's bank account but found that there's a login issue in that and persisted for several hours. Same issue in his personal bank account too. So on suspicion, he reached to the bank, that is IDBI Bank, and checked their account. Then within 2 days, he found that 64 lakh rupees, that is 58.93 lakhs from his firm account and 5.11 lakh rupees from personal account were found missing. The employee informed him that the firm's bank account had rupees 300 left, while his personal account had rupees only 700 now. How this thing happens? Because of a SIM swapping. What is SIM swapping? It's a fantastic matter, friends, where you have your SIM card in your mobile, but by providing a KYC to the mm, network operator, person access the new SIM card and you think that this is some network connectivity, but all the messages and everything goes into that SIM card, and the perpetrator of the fraud perpetrates the fraud smartly. And so now if you go to any network operator like Airtel, Vodafone, Jio, any one, it can, I'm not talking any specific one, they will ask that if you need a new SIM card, you have to bring that person on whose name this mobile number is. He will come, he will give us a signature and even other authentication, then only we can issue a new SIM card. Because we are into India and any country it can be, it is always said the fraudster is always smarter. And then because of that only there is always an update in antivirus, in firewall and all the things. Because of that only a antidote is prepared. That is called updation of antivirus, friends. We always believe that UIDAI Aadhaar card is always safe, but even that software is hacked with data breach of personal records of 1.1 billion. Indian Aadhaar card holders have been compromised, where 210 Indian government websites had leaked Aadhaar details of people online, and data linked includes Aadhaar, PAN, and mobile number and bank account numbers, IFC codes, and mostly every personal information of all individual card holders. And do you know, friends? These other information have been sold at rupees 500 over WhatsApp, and not only of a single person, of multiple person. And even people used to print out that by paying extra rupees 300 rupees. Friends, where all this data is available, it's into a new world of cyber, new world of internet. We use Gmail, we use Google, and we think we have the whole world, but the things which we are using is only a 2 to 5% of the internet world. That other world is called a dark web, a tor web, where all these activities is taking place. एक ऐसी तिलस्मी दुनिया है, friends, जहाँ पे लोगों को पता ही नहीं होता क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं. And it's easy, it may be easy to go over there, but it is very hard to come back unaffected. Means you will be infected by some virus or some hacking over there. So I always guide people. I always guide people. कि Mukesh ji, if you are raising your hand, please message me on chat box. I will reply. So please. Moving further, hackers abusing Chat GPT for cybercrime. May I know that how many people over here are using Chat GPT? And really, within 6 to 8 months, this is a whole new world where people use this Chat GPT and other AI softwares and applications, and they become the expert in everything. But do you know that even Chat GPT can be used for doing a cyber crimes and other things? You can write, how can I hack the mobile of my cousin or this number? Even Chat GPT is so much smart, it is not going to give you the reply. It will simply mention, sorry, this is not in my purview, I cannot reply you. But if you change the method, because all this thing works in a process of a GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. Once I will change the method of that thing, you will find it will reply you on that. If I write, hello, hi ChatGPT, I have a, let's say, iPhone Max 14 Pro. It has been locked. Can you please guide me the step how I can unlock the SIM? It will provide you that. Further, I will instruct the things. So in that way, you will find. Do you know there is the whole coding system that is provided by ChatGPT and such a simple software. So even people abuse that for doing a cyber crime. Have you heard about the ransomware attack? The most important thing. रैंसम का मतलब क्या फ्रेंड्स? When I'm talking about the ransom means धमकी. There is a time, if you can remember friends, that there was some time in the old age, we were watching a movies where there is always a person, a villain who may be a bard or something like that. He always used to call and say, आपकी बेटी मेरे कब्जे में है, हमने उसको किडनैप कर लिया है, इफ यू वांट टू रिलीज हर और इफ यू वांट टू रिलीज दिस पर्सन, पहाड़ी के पीछे आ जाओ and bring 10 lakh rupees or some blah blah amount over there. And if you will try to inform or give some news to any police or some other people like any authority, we will kill them. Modus operandi is same, the method is only change. वो बोलते हैं ना कि कहानी पुरानी है, तरीके नए हैं. Same way is called a ransomware attack. But here now the person will give you will ask you for ransom money, but now this time it's not a person, but your data is there. He will call you once you are coming to office. Let's say you have some important project to reply on that part to work on. You come in the morning, you have completed the whole project in the evening, you have to submit your file by 12 p.m. in the afternoon, and you are getting a message that that file cannot be opened, and you are just getting a symbols and all these stuff, but the data is not coming, and a pop-up message is there in your mobile or in your system which says, hello, your data has been hacked. If you want to get back your data, I'm so and so person, you have to just pay me in a Bitcoin. You say Bitcoin and he will only ask for one Bitcoin. A person who is not a very simple person, who is a, I would say, a person who is not focusing much more on cryptocurrency, and he thinks he's asking only one Bitcoin. He calls his friend, अरे भाई एक Bitcoin भिजवाना. Some person is a very poor person. He's only asking for one Bitcoin, and then you see in a Google what is the value of a one Bitcoin. You find that it's of something 35 lakh rupees, and then a sudden a small heart attack comes in your mind that even one Bitcoin can have so much value, and even it's a fluctuating one. So you find and you negotiate with that person. That person say, okay, don't worry, you pay me a Bitcoin or cryptocurrency of 10 lakh rupees only. But why he's asking a money in a cryptocurrency and not in hard cash or bank account? Because once this cryptocurrency is sent to someone, it is not traceable one. Please note, friends. So everything has its own characteristics, its own magic and everything. And once you pay him 10 lakh rupees, you find that I have to pay him 35 lakh rupees, but I'm only paying rupees 10 lakh. Wow, it's a good thing for me. But once you pay that, he's not reinstating your data, he's not decrypting that data, and he stops to communicate you what you are going to do. Means there's a murder of your data, I could say. So there are many more things you have to be very much careful on that part. There are different types of cybercrime which takes care with the help of malware, malware ransomware. We have talked about that. Worms, viruses, spyware. What is this viruses? Viruses is simple a code in your software or in application which runs by some time or some angle. Spyware means just like a jasus. Some virus is sitting in your system or taking all the details of your system. Bots which can be denial of service, credential theft, which someone is thefting your credentials like a password and all the stuff, or distributed denial of services. I'm not describing all these things in detail because we have quite paucity of time, and I want that I should complete within a due time. Social engineering, which is the most important, which includes phishing, swatting, and baiting, and even a physical cyber attacks where USB driver with virus is there. If you have watched the movie, not I'm talking about Scam 1992, but the new one, Scam 2003, this web series, yes, तेलगी, जहाँ एक डायलॉग है, पैसे कमाए नहीं बनाए जाते हैं. In that you will find that that Tilgi gives to the officer a floppy disk in the old age time where there is a they have shown about the pagers. Many people don't know what the pager is, and even a floppy disk. Once he enter that floppy disk in his system, he finds that there is a virus comes in the whole system that is called a I love you, I love you, I love you. In that era of 2000 year, when there was a bubble of www dot bubble was there, friends, there was such a virus that is called a I love you virus, which waits in a system, infect the system, and it takes 15 to 20 days time to repair the same. Every movies which prepares, I always believe that 60 to 70% are the reality in such a movies. There is some identity theft. Once in the morning you are now waking up, you find that someone your friends call you, hey buddy, you have messaged me through Instagram with your new ID and you asked 10 lakhs or now 5,000 from me. I have paid you. When you're going to pay me back? Will find that, oh, it's not my ID. Someone have theft my identity, prepared a cloning ID of that, and he may cheated you. But you cannot do anything on that. That is called a identity theft like that, or attacker pretends to an employee. There are many ways on that thing. Talking on that, what is this phishing attack, friends? In general, a phishing scam is a type of cyber attack that cyber criminals use to get users to perform some type of actions, which can be deceptive phishing attack, where deceptive figures or a screen comes in your picture, which seems to be original, but it is a duplicate, or a DNS-based phishing attack, content injection at somewhere, smishing attack. What is this? Smishing means SMS phishing. That is called as phishing. You are getting a SMS in your mobile. I'm going to show you a few sample of that. Spear phishing means phishing attack targeting a specific people. Let's say giving you another example, a fantastic example which may help you friends to understand the things that spear phishing, or I would say CEO phishing. That let's say there is I'm sitting at Nitin Pathak sir office. Nitin Pathak sir went in some tour or some seminar, something like that. Let's say I'm sitting over here and someone at my office to my junior or Nitin Pathak sir office junior staff, he messaged him with a similar email ID of Nitin sir, and which seems to be the original one, and says, I am stuck somewhere. Please WhatsApp on a hub, please pay me 5,000 rupees immediately. Or send me this important file on this ID. He will since the higher position people is asking from lower position people, he may not ask the question on that part. If he's going to ask, he may seems that there can be that the sir will feel bad or something like that, because money is mine, why you asking me? And such a thing happens, and when he transfers the money or that file, the attack takes place. Or a willing where the people are attacking the will, means a big giant people or big giant institution where they get some more money or more benefit in attacks. I'm talking about missing, that is a SMS phishing attack. You'll find such a message that your card has put on hold. Call now so and so number and follow instructions to resolve the issue. The cheapest possible auto insurance is a click away. Get your free code in 5 minutes at so and so to unsubscribe the things. Your Barclays debit card has been blocked. You'll find that your Paytm account has been blocked. Your torrent power has been blocked. Or some in WhatsApp, many times you find a message. This person has sent you a message from heart. Please click to get a Diwali wishes. Sometimes people will send you a message, or you will find that Tata company is launching a new car or have completed 50 years. Forward that message to so and so people and so group. You will get a winning prize. लालच बुरी बला है and उतावल का काम शैतान का. If you remember these two things, you are not going to get panic in your life, friends. Missing attack, fantastic one, where you are getting a call and he instructed to do something. You do the word what he is doing, and there is a voice call attack on that part. I have a best video of a Jamtara, but it is another system. Sometimes I will send you, and if someone want, you can WhatsApp me or message me or mail me. I will share you that video, friends. Many people have watched the one of the favorite web series of mine on cyber attacks, that is called a Jamtara on Netflix, and it always says Jamtara se call samjho kangal. Friends, do you know what is the age of these people who are uh, penetrating these frauds in Jamtara? They are even 10th failure students and not even have crossed their 10th standard, but they do this thing. So all this is called mind game and hath ki chalaki. They are even a fraud of a ATM fraud. You will find that is called one of the attack is a piggybacking, where you are going to use your ATM card and someone is sitting or standing behind you. You will not find that he is standing behind you, and check he will check your ATM pin, and he will do a cloning of your card by putting some strip over there, and he will use the other ATM card where there's a SIM swapping, a kind of a debit card swapping, and he use that pin and money will be withdrawn from you. And sometimes you ask them that, nah, I don't know how to use this ATM. Can you help me to withdraw my money or to check the balance? He will show that he is not just checking a balance in front of you, but a money will be withdrawn from your card. So there are many kind of fraud of that part. You will find that beware before disposing of your electronic gadgets like mobile phones, computers, laptop, etc. The police is bewaring people that साइबर ठग खराब स्मार्टफोन खरीद कर रहे डेटा की चोरी। कबाड़ में स्मार्टफोन बेचा तो बैंक खाते में लग सकती है सेन। The cyber cell people have said that there are many cases where there is a cyber frauds. Can you remember, friends, if I am having this device and this device is non-operating and there is some error in this device, I will, and many times people keep their personal photographs, their honeymoon photographs, their girlfriend photographs, and some close photographs or some important documents in their mobile or some devices, and they go with the vendor who is going to repair their devices. And even we used to sell our devices in Shopify and many other Casify and various places, and not caring about our data. And once we give them, they may start to ransom us or some tell us, demand us some money, and many more things are there, friends. Can you guide me, friends, what this picture is all about? And it's a kind of a phishing attack. The left side is our guru, I would say the respected personality, I would say Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the past president of India. Who is the person in the right side? Can anyone tell me? Please. If you are there on a screen, friends, you can tell me who is the person on the right. Left side is our past president of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam ji, who is on this right. Even he is a president, but not of India, some other country. Obama, Barack Obama, with the great Adarsh ji, Abhay ji, Veena ji, Mehmet ji, great. But is the hairstyle same for him and the dressing style? So I have mentioned the name of Abdul Obama, and this is called a morphing of an image. Can be happen with anyone anytime. So beware before posting your things, your content on a social media platform. Else, nazar hati, durghatna ghati. Cloning of idea, same thing which I have shown over here. A person sitting over here, you can see that he is just taking all the copy of the data. Before few days or a few months, I got a call. I was in some puja and I got a call from my friend. Hey, I got a message on an Instagram ID that someone is asking the money from me, and there were very few followers, and he's asking from many people. I have come to know that when I have checked, my ID, my password was not compromised, but all the data of my ID has been cloned, has been copied, or screenshot has been taken from it, and has been prepared a new ID. Let's say my ID is CA Samir Chaudhary, so he have prepared CA Samir Chaudhary underscore or dot, which is a similar looking ID, but all the data, the mostly thing is mine. But how he perpetrate the frauds? He sends request to let's say 50 people by doing a social re-engineering of my ID. Out of that 50 people, let's say 20 people have accepted that request. So now people who are the new user to whom he's sending a request, they will find there's a mutual fund of a Samir, so they used to accept that, and then he will write, hi, how are you? You'll find, oh, Samir is not even connecting me from many years, and now he's writing me hi. And within a span of 1 minute, he will say, hi, I am stuck somewhere. Can you please send me some 5,000, 10,000 rupees if possible? Once you say, okay, the game is over. So beware before doing anything. Either you can call me or you can help me on that part. And this thing can be a Me Too incident. Friends, I am sure out of this 23 participants, this thing may happen. Maybe your ID has been cloned or someone have messaged you where his ID has been compromised. If you feel so, you can message in a chat box like me too. This is the fantastic thing that is called a cyberbullying. And when such a thing happens, a person, it can be boy, it can be girl, his face is just like that, कि आज वाट लग गई है. How it is, you will find that in a social media people are habituated with the social media, and depending on a profession, depending on the age criteria, the social media platform changes. For example, like Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp is even some platform, I would say, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, which is now X, and many more things, where people and mostly girls are getting these things, or even boys are getting somewhere where you will get a request. Let's say some girls are getting a request even from a girls, they are accepting that without knowing the identity of a person, and then they start to chat with them, and in some other time or some later stage they find that they may be some person who is going to abuse them and start to disrespect them, anxiety, threat, humiliate them, harass them. This kid on send some bad photos, or I would say a naked photos or something like that. The same thing, there is a WhatsApp nude call attack is there. I'm not going to discuss the much more on that part because time is a paucity, and even cyber security is pending on that part. But please note, friends, these are the alarming signs. We have to be very much cautious in that thing. There are different types of malwares, which is spywares, Kusanos, Trivanos, virus, adwares, dialers, backdoors, keyloggers, and autos. Ransomware, we have already discussed that pay for unlocked data, how it happens. A bad guy creates some ransomware themselves or buy or lease it from some other cyber criminals. Cyber use social engineering to gain access to a network or system, and how it can be taken through a small link even, where we don't know and we think that it's a legitimate click, we click that and a virus comes or malware comes in our system. They use the malware to digitally encrypt all your IT systems and data as much as possible. And attackers use your encrypted sensitive data as leverage to force you to pay a ransom, and mostly it is in a cryptocurrency because it is non-traceable. And in some cases, attackers will exfiltrate your data prior to encrypting your systems. Now the picture comes that how you will come for a cyber security. And when talking about the same, you will find many more things. It can be a recycle bin, it can be download, it can be refresh, a malware is there, some spy person is there, attachment of a mail is there, pen drive or USB drive is there, folders are there. You will find this is a Trojan horse is there, fingerprints, again, some virus or some person who is going to perpetrate you, some query is there. There's a floppy disk or internet is there. There are many things, but a lock. How many people are there over here who doesn't keep their home or office in a lock system? We have heard about this Sanidev Mandir, Singanur or something like there, of a Sanidev Mandir, where people don't used to lock their home. How many of you do not lock your mobile devices, your laptop system? You don't have a password in that. कुछ अगर आपने खुला छोड़ा तो कोई भी आके हैरान कर सकता है. Same thing is that. Why cyber security is needed in various offices for data protection? It prevents unauthorized use of data, vulnerability of a digital signature. Friends, have you heard about Data Protection Act now, which is even applicable to a person who keeps other people data, which includes the professionals even, to maintain confidentiality of the client data, prevent cyber attacks, and boost the confidence of a client. What are the guidance to maintain cyber security in office? I'm here to give you advice. It can be tip, assistance, help, support, and even in future guidance. And with that, we can say, yeah, we know at least something, friend. First and foremost thing, and I would say after of this COVID period, person should have a client server relationship in your company. So there is a modem and you can sit anywhere in a globe and you can work in your office. And for that, the most important thing is a use of a firewall for your internet connection. It is a network security device that monitors and filters the incoming and outgoing network traffic based as per the instruction given to that. You will see that specific traffic is allowed and restricted unknown traffic goes into a dustbin. Train employees in your cybersecurity principles. People do not train the people. And someone told me, Samir bhai, if I train my people, I give a training to people, and if they run away, then I ask them the other thing. If you hire a donkey and you don't intend to make him a horse, and that donkey keeps with you, what is the result of that? There are various things from which an employee will stay with you. If you are not taking care of that, there can be issue on that. Install, use, and regularly update antivirus. I have already informed it is called an antidote vaccine for your system and anti-spyware software on every computer used in your business. Download and install software updates for your operating systems and applications as they become available. Friends, can you tell me how many of you keep a backup of your system at least on a weekly basis? And where do you keep this backup? Ask a question with you. If it's a physical seminar, you will find many things where we can have a various experiments. But since we are even in a virtual basis, friends, you will find that there's a requirement of a backup. And I always say for the critical things like a tally software or some text software, it should be taken on a daily basis at the end of the day at least. Control physical access to your computers and network components. Friends, if you are having a server in your company, can you please guide me where will you keep this server in your office? It is at the beginning of your office or at the end of your office or at the important places. Many times people make a mistake and keep in the entry level or at the reception area, which is a wrong thing. Always keep this thing just like a locker at the end or at the safest place of your office and not in the front. Secure your Wi-Fi networks. Many people have their Wi-Fi SS as a admin is a user ID and password admin 123, just like a DSC which says that admin 123 or DSC 123 or Boni at the rate 123, because all these are famous in the passwords. But you have to change that, friends. If you have a Wi-Fi network for your workplace, make sure it is a secure and always hidden, friends. Use genuine software license with license only, because it is always said in a cyber world that if such a product is free, then you are the product. Avoid using free to use software and website, and most important, adware. It require individual user accounts for each employee so that even you can create a log. Have you thought of why government or MCA has started using an audit log in all the companies? Because of one of such a reasons. Limit employee access to data and information and limit authority to install software. Sometimes in many offices I have noticed that people can use anything anytime. There's no any secret, there's no any safety, and there's no any limitations on that part. Why? In our office, if some employees is absent for more than 7 days, we even remove his ID or block his ID, and even we stop him or remove him from our WhatsApp group of office. And when he reinstates the office, we again add him back. See how many of you are doing this thing. DSC are highly vulnerable to cyber frauds. Maintain DSC in a secured world and restrict user access. You know, friends, that we used to keep a DSC of our client not with our own helpful nature, but client force us for that thing. And never, if possible, don't use a common password for all the DSC. But if it is there, you take some declaration from a client that they are asking you to keep their this DSC of a class 2 or class 3, and they give you all the authorities for the same to use the same for the specific purpose. How many of you have a password of less than 10 characters? I'm not asking you, friends, your password, but I'm asking a password with less than 10 character. Can anyone guide me on that part? And at last, how many of you change your password? And how many of you have the common password in all the platforms? If anyone can mention me. I'm not asking for the specific password you have. It can be Sona, Mona, Tona, some family member name or something like that. But right now I'm asking, how many of you have a password less than 10 digit or 10 characters? I am sure out of 23 people, 80% people will have a less than 10 character password. But please note, if your password is more than 14 character, there are only 2% chance of getting it cracked early. Else, if you are having a password less than 10 characters, there's 80% or 90% chance it will be cracked within 10 minutes. Conduct cybersecurity audit in your office. If you need any help or any guidance, I am there to guide you, friends. Use zero trust security model, where you will find that zero trust says to trust no one, both inside and outside of the network. Use visibility analytics and automation to keep policies in check. Zero trust devices, zero trust data, zero trust people, zero trust workload, and even zero trust networks. You have to follow that. Ransomware protection tips. Simple way. In childhood, our parents or our senior guide us. Never touch the unknown thing. Never click anything which is unknown. अनजान लोगों से दूर रहो. वो कुछ दे उसको खाओ नहीं, उसको छुओ मत. Same thing applies in the cyber world. Don't click any links in emails or which is unknown to you. If you're not knowing that, please make yourself away from that. Scan emails for malware. Firewalls and endpoint protection must be there. Notify users of out of network emails. Keep current data backups in the at least in Naha cold backup. If you're not keeping a hot backup, keep at least cold backup and protect your information. Friends, since my time was up to 7:30 and so it's a 7:29, let's have a conclusion on that. In the digital age we live in, and even we use the digital world like anything, because we know, friends, that some person have make the use of data very easy anywhere anytime. That is called a mota bhai એટલે Mukesh Ambani. Because if you remember the time before 6 years before coming of a Geo, where it distributed the SIM card like anything and feed it to everyone, where we have given our assets of all our Aadhaar card and our, I would say, fingerprints to them freely. And before that there was an internet which we are using 1 GB for 28 days at 279 rupees or something like that. But now we are using 200 in 279 rupees, let's say 3 GB data every day for 28 days. So every people have that use, have that access, and so the cyber fraud have increased on that aspect the more. Please note, friends, this is a starting of an era, and only one thing can protect you with that, and that is the awareness. Because if you're not having awareness, you are nothing. Please note, it's not a joke, it's not something that it is easy to crack anything, but yes, you will find that everyone is using a net, everyone is using a wallets. Once it happens that I am going in some place, in some temple, and some needy person have asked me, भगवान के नाम पे अल्लाह के नाम पे वो दे दो, and I have tell him we have a habit to say, sorry, I don't have a change. What he did, he just opened a Paytm app and said, sir, you can do by wallet. Can you imagine such things happens? And same thing if your co-worker or even a काम वाली at your home is not coming. Now she is not calling you and informing कि साहब आज मैं नहीं आएगी. She just message you on WhatsApp and say today I'm not coming. But they don't know the actual usage of the things. They don't know all the awareness, and in such way such a fraud happens. Always remember, in case you are getting trapped with any kind of fraud, the most important thing of a protection is, friends, this is a golden thing. Give Put a complaint within 6 hours. 6 hours are called as a golden hour, golden period. If you lodge a complaint within 6 hours, there are 80% chances to 90% chances that your money will be back. You have to lodge an online complaint to cyber portal, and there's even a cyber crime number. Let me guide you on that. What is a cyber crime number? That is 19. Let me tell you, friends. 1930, that is the cybercrime helpline number. You can put that 1930. You can call on that or lodge a complaint in cybercrime portal, which is going to help you on that part. That is called at www.cybercrime.gov.in. You can note, friends, lodge a complaint in that. That complaint is going into a local police station and they will call you and the process will start. Obviously everyone is not getting the problem resolved, but if let's say your credit card or debit card is getting compromised, call your credit card provider, just block your card and lodge a complaint. Mostly they take 12 to 24 hours to transfer the money to that vendor. They blocks that thing. At least you will get prevented from the frauds. Always there are many more examples, many more things I can discuss, but because of paucity of time, I am restricting myself over here. Maybe in future I will come with some other topic or even something this thing likes. So friends, cyber crimes are becoming more frequent throughout day by day. Thus, it's crucial to take the necessary precautions to guard against and identify cyber frauds in both your personal and professional life. Friends, thanks to have a patience hearing for me. If you want that we should be in connect anytime, I have a gift for you all, friends. You can subscribe me on a YouTube channel with the name FinTech Chanakya, that is FIN. You can see in a screen over here where you can subscribe and you will get such a data knowledge in the easiest language, which is mostly Hindi, so that you can gain a knowledge on that part. You can even connect to me through my WhatsApp number, my mobile number, or my email ID. I always say CA Samir Chaudhary always available, and I again extend my thanks to Isaka chapter, Ahmedabad chapter, Nitin sir, and other team members of Isaka team to give me this opportunity. I'm extremely thankful for that. The floor is yours, friend. If you have any question or anything, you can ask me on that part. Thank you. The time is 7:35. Hope I have completed within due time my presentation. Yes, sir.
Friends, I'm unmuting now, everyone. So security, you can unmute them. कहाँ लिखा है? You can unmute them. Now you can unmute yourself and ask me the question. Hello, hello, friends. Before going for a question answer session, anyone who wants to have a CP, just chat me, email me, or WhatsApp me. I will issue a certificate for CPE. Okay. This is the number one request for recording is permission. Unmute them. You can unmute and ask the question. Anyone wants to ask the question? So now I am asking you a question. Okay. Okay. Let me first allow somebody else to ask the question. Then, okay. Ask to unmute. Hemal Bhai, Parul Bhai, Anand, Ajit, Adarsh Desai. Mute all. Unmute कर दिया.
No question, sir.
Hello. Manu is calling. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, no question.
No question. Okay. It means we are past. Okay. Now I'm giving you a question. Okay.
Yes.
You know, I met someone uh, in a seminar. Okay. Not a seminar, but it was like some GM has retired and he has thrown a party. And in party, I met someone, and uh, he was a businessman. He's around 80 lakh were siphoned. Before siphon, what they have done, they have hacked their mobile, they hacked their email ID, and they have hacked their bank account. Once they've hacked the mobile, what they were doing, any messages they were coming, the messages were received by them, and by that means they have siphoned a lot of money. And on that day, he could not contact this thing. But they too, what Savirbi said, within 6 hours is a cool period where you can get money so fast. Because nowadays hackers are very fast. They withdraw the money from ATM, they buy a ticket and sell the ticket, because once they buy the ticket, once they return the ticket, they cancel the ticket, money comes to their account. So what they're doing, they're very smart, they're very professional in cyber security. I done my CSSP. Okay, I just 10, 12 years back. But most of the fraud and fraudster has become so powerful. So what you need to do, in my case, suppose I'm running an office, I have in my bank account. I have a bank account which is I'm using as a banking transaction. And I have money limited. I have decided कि मेरा 3-4 लाख जाए तो कोई problem नहीं है. Okay. Then I have another account by which I transfer through check from that account to this account. I am using offline. You know, nowadays, if you think that साइबर में अगर आप काफी पिक्चर देखते हो और इवन साउथ का कोई भी मूवी देखो, इसमें साइबर क्राइम जो दिखाते हैं इज बियॉन्ड इमेजिनेशन. मैंने एक पिक्चर देखा था, इसमें एक आदमी ने पेसमेकर पे कंट्रोल कर दिया एंड पेसमेकर से वो आदमी को उड़ा दिया. So whole gamut of life is in cybercrime. So the cyber is a subject like I love that subject because if you miss anything in this thing, you are missing. PPT will be available on blog. Okay, so so no, cyber is really life. आप अगर आप देखोगे तो सुबह से शाम तक एक एक आदमी ने कैसे फ्रॉड किया, आई गिव यू एन एग्जांपल। एक रिक्शा वाला था, बोले साहब मेरे पास छुट्टा नहीं है, तो मेरे को ये कर दो, मैं तुमको 5 रुपये एक्स्ट्रा देता हूँ। जैसे उसने 5 रुपये दिए और उसका वो दिखाया, क्या बोलते हैं, पैसा तुम्हारा साइफन। आपका एक साइफन मैंने ये भी बताया कि भाई तुम्हारी टिकट तुम गेट पास, जो गेट पास होता है रेलवे का, वो करते हो। तो साइबर क्राइम इज इज सो हॉरिबल, सो हॉरिबल। एंड आई टेल यू, इज वेरी इजी टू से ऑन टेबल। जब आपका पैसा जाएगा ना, बैंड बज जाएगी। आई टेल यू एज ए सीए, अगर मेरा कंप्यूटर एक दिन बंद रहता है, व्हाट मनी आई एम लूजिंग। पूरा स्टाफ का जो पगार नहीं निकलता है वो, नो, द सर्विसेज आई एम डिलीवर आई एम लूजिंग। एंड व्हाट आई एम लूजिंग इज a reputation, sometimes a huge penalty. So it's very uh, alarming subject. And अभी 2 दिन पहले का सुना था, there were an attack by which even your NAS drive are lost, your backup drive is also lost. So we have on that day, our जो हमारा जो कंसल्टेंट था, उसने बोला कि आप ऑफलाइन जो बैकअप रखते हो वो अभी फिर से ले लो। दिस आर लाइक offline backup, online backup, everything is so unique. I think now, next Friday, we have a subject on गिफ्ट सिटी में जाने का एडवांटेज और डिसएडवांटेज क्या है. One person who is working gift city is going to deliver a talk on that. Then on the next day, how to be effective in the work area, next Friday, by Anurag Mehta. इसके बाद जीएसटी प्रैक्टिकल एस्पेक्ट्स। नाउअडेज अभी नोटिस आती है, आपने आई में पैसा भरा है, एस और सी में नहीं भरा है। इफ यू लुक एट दिस, गवर्नमेंट is issued a special circular 183 on the basis of which there are a lot of notices on IST is solved. Now one, then next इसके next Saturday, next Friday, I am going to talk on IT judgments. Then in between, I am going to talk on a book release. My Guruji has issued a book, The Messenger of God. I am going to take a talk on that. What is the book and uh, how to uh, how to be effective, like the Messenger of God, the book by Pradeep Mukherjee. I had been with Pradeep Mukherjee since more than 2 decades, and how I have changed my life. And what is your goal of life? What is the meaning of life? What is the purpose of life? And not being spiritual, not being religious, not like quest, like what is there in, what is the meaning of life? No, how to be. I cannot describe it, but I'm going to talk on that subject, The Messenger of God by Pradeep Mukherjee. Okay, there are some write-up is available on my blog also. So with this, I conclude. Only one thing I must share. India is going to sign today. I've heard that Sitaraman said that we are number 5th economy. First India, China, Germany, Japan, and 5th India. But I say that we are almost like a third number only, because the way our standard of living is there, which is far better than Germany and Japan. Because the cost of living is 1/5 than the other country. Because of that, and only thing which I say in this arena, where our way to live life depends on two things. How you maintain your body, how you increase your per hour rate. To increase per hour rate, you need to have a lot of attendance on different seminars and how to deal with people with so effective communication with others. In your आपके साथ जो लोग रहते हैं, they are so happy with you. That is the way you can live life. With this, I conclude and thank Samir Bhai once more for a wonderful talk on cybersecurity. And I request him that this PPT and YouTube presentation would be available who have not attended the seminar. With this, I conclude. Once again, Isaka Chapter Ahmedabad is taking a talk every Friday on different subjects. There are 15 faculties are already enrolled and they're going to come. And Dr. Mr. Samir Bhai, I am not giving a memento. I am not giving a bouquet. I am not giving any reimbursement of expenses, but still you choose to come. I thank on all behalf of you, those who want CP hours, structure on structure, mail me. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. God bless all.